advance cost to haul that material away as another option on top of this for next time.
I don't see a transfer station paper money. I don't see.
Oh, no, it won't. No, we have to raise our rates, because I looked at that actually a while back, but I don't remember how the
But I
numbers came
understand
out.
what Mr. Pemberton said. It would increase the dumping. But what kind of action do we want to take on this tonight?
You know, I know that you folks have probably not had a lot of time to, look at this and digest it. And you may have some questions that you want to ask, so it's, it's up to you. And I know that we also have some matters to take care of still in executive session. So, if y'all want to take care of that and then think about whatever questions you have and, us sit back down again and look at this again later this evening, we can do that as well.
Later this evening.
Karen, got a question on the numbers. And maybe I'm missing something here. The 30-year post-closure operations.
Right.
After it's completely filled, and we've got to close it, wouldn't that continue on? Wouldn't that be a continuum that we would need to factor in? Just on this one. But eventually, we're going to have to close it after 30 years, if it fills up. One day, we're going to have to close it, and we're going to have to monitor it for 30 years, unless the last option, if it's converted to waste.
Well, the second to the last option, we expand the landfill because we have additional space there. And so that's why it's not factored in, because it's so far off. It wasn't really within, the 30-year window that this particular thing was looking at.
Okay, this is only looking at 30 years.
Because we've got, I don't know, 100 acres there, something like that. 150 acres, sorry. We have an entire area to expand into, so that we've not touched yet.
Okay.
Well, what's your pleasure on this, gentlemen? You want to think about it for a while, do an executive session, and then come back into regular session? You want to act on it now, or?
What is there to act on?
One thing I'd like to look at, possibly adding one of these columns, is if we go with the, if we're looking at the 30-year lease, is to come in there somewhere and have whoever we're leasing it to, is that how that would be? We'll be leasing it to someone?
Right. Right.
Have them, over the term of that 30-year lease, and I don't know, I have to talk to Jim if this is possible or not, start putting some
closure cost in.
Closure money in escrow so that it sits there and starts building over that 30 years. At the end of the 30 years, we're not sitting on the entire closure cost. There's money to come back out and start paying that back out.
Wise move, and it can be done.
If we went with the fifth option, there won't be any closure to that, though, would there?
There's always going to be some, Mr. Chairman, because you're going to have certain items that are not going to convert. Concrete doesn't convert very well, for instance.
And could you, I know we talked about leasing, but if we sold it outright, then there wouldn't be any closure cost.
That's what I'm questioning.
That's another
They're
option.
15 years in, I say, you know what, we're tired of leasing, we just want to buy this thing.
Well, I'll tell you this, if and buts we can, then nuts we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Let's do that.
Nobody wants that. There's landfills for sale everywhere.
Right. But just as,
Of course, we might make them a deal on this.
if we're looking at
Yeah, I know what you're
total
saying.
funding, so, but
We'll trade you a landfill for 10 police cars right now.
Hey, entrepreneurial spirit is what y'all got that into that pile out there. Okay?
yes,
Yeah.
Just remember that. Landfills never make money.
yes.
There are nearby counties that, have approached Advance about buying their landfill. Everybody wants out. It's just a hard, if you cannot generate enough volume, it is a hard business to be in. And even bigger counties are feeling the pain of it and the compliance issues.
Recommend that discussion.
Let's go score for that.
Sure do.
Well, what's your pleasure? You don't want to go into executive session with the understanding we might come back out and do it in a regular session?
I'll make a motion that we go into into executive session. Discuss personnel and potential land acquisition.
We got
You have-
litigation.
and he had- and litigation.
Oh, and some litigation.
All right, we have a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Doug second.
Can I have some discussion? But then that we, unless somebody knows that we need to do something different, we need to come back out and look at this?
I would like to keep that option open.
Yeah.
Keep it open, okay.
There's some matters that I may be discussing with, you could influence your decision.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. All in favor, signify by show of your right hand. All opposed, same sign.
And we'll have to go in my office.
Okay.
Conference room's not available to us tonight.
Okay.
To see